Daddy, tell me about Hancock. Alright, cool. So the movie begins, right? Pew, 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 pew. There's a wild police chase as the bad guys try to get away. Wow. And then we meet Hancock, and he's awoken by Brick, who shows him the police chase on the news because America's the only country on earth that treats a police chase as urgent national news, but Hancock tells him to go away. Jada.
What?
You heard me?
So he grabs his bottle and flies away, causing nothing but chaos and destruction while flying through the city until he meets up with the bad guys and tries to negotiate with him, but they don't speak English. They shoot at him, but Hancock's bulletproof and this makes him mad. He grabs the car and flies high into the sky and he carefully places it on top of a building. Wow, that must be terrifying. Indeed. Now, the whole city is mad at Hancock for being so destructive. Everybody hates him. Later that day, he meets up with this girl and they go back to his place. Why, Daddy? Because they want to shake his trailer, but just as Hancock reaches the mountaintop. I don't understand that, Daddy. Good. So she leaves Hancock and he's lonely again. So then we meet Ray and he's having a business meeting with all these business people. What are they doing, Daddy?
Business stuff.
So Ray's promoting his All Heart logo and all they need to do is something small, like giving away their drug medicine for free, and they like,
are you a crackpot?
So on the way home, Ray stops over the train tracks, but oh no, there's a train coming and he can't get out. He's trapped, panicking as the train gets closer and closer. Did he die? No, Hancock comes just in time and lifts Ray's BMW 2002 into the air. Boom, the train crashes into him. Wow, but Daddy, what if he killed the train driver? Why didn't he just fly into the air? Excellent question, my child. So everyone gets mad at him.
Why didn't you just go straight up in the air with the car?
That's what I said, Daddy. Astute observation, my child. So everyone's yelling at him. Ray comes to his rescue and shows him some appreciation, but Hancock is clearly not used to this. So Hancock drops Ray off at home and we meet your homegirl, your fellow South African, Collateral, aka Mary, and she's clearly unhappy that Hancock is there. Why, Daddy? You're about to find out, my child. Upon the conclusion of dinner, Ray offers Hancock the opportunity to clean up his image so people can actually like him. Be a normal suit, but Hancock isn't interested and he flies away. So after a couple of days, Hancock comes back to Ray's house and this bully named Michelle says Jada. And Hancock's like, say Jada
One more time.
And Michelle says, Jade, never to be seen again. Oh no! So Ray's excited to see Hancock and Michelle walks away like, Mommy. Ray shows Hancock a few videos of his heroic acts, like the time he showed his butt cheeks to the baby children after stopping an apartment fire, and the time he rescued a beached whale. How, Daddy? Well, he gently grabbed it by its tail and back into the ocean. Yay! So Ray opens Hancock up to the idea of being a proper soup that people love. However, Skylar walks in and turns on the news to remind Hancock that everybody hates him and that he's a wanted man. And the lady on the news is like,
you're not nearly as strong as the U.S. Constitution. Bank on it, buddy.
So Ray convinces this black man to go to jail and Hancock apologizes to the city for all the things he's done. He finally goes to the big house where all the other distinguished gentlemen would like to have a word with him because Hancock put them all there. Uh-oh. How's he gonna get out of this situation, Daddy? Easy. He shoves a man's head inside of another man's poopy hole. He's gonna be dumping bowling balls for weeks. It must be stinky in there, Daddy. So Ray tells Hancock they want to give him 8 years and he's like, nope. But Ray convinces him to trust the process. What is he gonna do for all that time, Daddy? Well, he joins the support group and he plays basketball alone, and then he joins the support group and he plays basketball alone. His options are unlimited. So one day Hancock gets a call from the chief of police. Why, Daddy? Because there's a bank robbery in progress and they need him. He's like a Powerpuff Girl now. So the man in black arrives and he's so cool, walking in slow motion as the bullets fly by, and he helps a police lady get to safety by carrying a car. Wow, but Daddy, why didn't he just fly away with her? Salacious question, my child. The robbers inside are on high alert. Hancock flies through the window and he picks them off one by one. But that's what I said, Daddy. So Hancock faces down with Captain Hook, who tells him there are bombs strapped to all of the hostages and that Hancock should open the safe, otherwise he'll remove his thumb off the trigger and everyone will die. So all the bad guys are caught and the hostages are free, and finally everybody loves Hancock and he soaks in the moment before flying away. It was so beautiful. The end. What a beautiful short movie, Daddy. Haha! Tricked you. The movie goes on. He becomes famous now. He even met Leonard Hofstadter. Over dinner, he explains that 80 years ago, he woke up in a hospital with amnesia and he was upset that nobody came looking for him. And Mary tearfully says, I'm sorry. So at the end of the evening, Hancock tucks a drunk Ray into bed and goes downstairs where he accidentally kisses Mary. And she grabs him and throws him outside of the house across the street and slam into a car. Wow, Daddy, is she a simp? Yes. She flies over to him and she tells him, silence! The next day, Ray is in shock and Hancock returns and starts poking her and beating her until she finally agrees to talk. So Mary goes to Hancock's crib and explains that they've been alive for thousands of years, but she lies to him and he flies off to go tell Ray, and Mary goes after him, choosing the path of violence. Hancock begs her to explain what's going on, so she answers him by throwing a truck on his head. Oh my God! Hancock keeps asking questions, but instead of answering them, Mrs. Furiosa creates a bunch of tornadoes in the middle of a busy city. They're fighting while the tornadoes rage on and thousands of people are killed, I assume. Mary would rather destroy the whole city than answer his questions. Their fight rages on against the dying of the light, ripping through buildings where they finally come to a stop right outside the building where Ray was giving his pitch. What a coinky-dink, Daddy. So Ray knows his wife is a suit. Yes, he saw them from 30 floors up, high in the building, all the way on a big patch of grass in the middle of the city. Daddy, is this the same movie? Excellent question, my child. So they go back home where Mary finally explains that Hancock is a real husband. What? So after the altercation, Hancock goes to the store where the cashier gives him a sign that he's being robbed. So you know what Hancock does? What, Daddy? He grabs him and throws him into the fridge. Dead. Then he takes a chocolate bar and kills the other robber to death. Yay! But oh no, Hancock isn't bulletproof anymore. He's been shot and he gets rushed to the ER. Oh no! So Mary finally tells Hancock why he's become so weak. You see, although they're meant to be together, whenever they're close to each other, they lose their powers. Mary finally tells me that 80 years ago, they were together when they were attacked and they hit Hancock real hard. But when she went to the hospital, he couldn't remember her, so she was like, "Peace, nigga." And that's why she said she was sorry earlier. But oh no, guess who's back? The bad guys from the start. No. The whale. No. Michelle. No. This parole officer. No. The ghost of the train driver. No. The ghost of the citizens who died in the city. No. It's the guys from the jail, and boy are they mad. Pew pew. Hancock throws a table at them while he gets her to safety in another room, and now he's even madder. He helps one of the bad guys get to the bottom floor very quickly. Bang bang. Bang! He throws a wheelchair. Punch, punch, stab, knife in the back. Who would have thought he'd be a backstabber? I see my humor's hereditary. Hancock battles for survival. Ball! And he sends him on a first-class flight to the ground. Pew! Captain Hook shoots Hancock twice. Pew! The third time and Hancock falls to the ground. Oh no! This hospital has bad security. Captain Hook raises his gun to Hancock one last time. Slice! Not family friendly. Mary flatlines and Hancock lays there alive. Hancock realizes he needs to get away from her so they can become strong again. He runs and he runs, taking one mighty giant leap after another. Yay! Then a month passes by and everyone's fine now, and Hancock's a soup in a new city and he's got a pet eagle and he painted the moon. What? The end.